I thought you were kind of a shoo-in for what Vince is looking for, and we can discuss that. But was it the break that kind of led to this, or what?
So I wish that I had an answer for you.
Gotcha.
The reality is, what happened is when I was about to come back, they kind of hit me with the vision for the Bearcat thing, and during that time, I was like, I don't understand what that is. I'm not sure if I'm feeling that. And they brought me back just as myself. And then, I don't know, my second match, I think, So first match, lost to Lashley. Second match, lost to Cross. In the middle of the show, Vince pulls me to a room and wants to sit down and have a talk. Vince doesn't leave his show.
In the middle of Raw?
Yeah, in the middle of Raw. Like, he's got like the semi and the main event coming up. He's just like, let's go chat. I'm like,
wow,
dude, you're the guy on the headphones. What are you doing? But it was in that conversation. He basically was like, listen, I need you to do this. I need you to be this. And I was like, I mean, listen, I work for you. So if that's what you want, that's what we're going to do. So, you know.
What did he want you to do? Like, what was the vision of the Bearcat, according to Vince McMahon?
So the weird thing, and this is something I've also discussed recently, is obviously you mentioned the way that I speak, my cadence, the way that I seem very thoughtful about how I deliver things, my choice of diction, all of those things, is something that Vince was not a fan of. And to the point where he literally told me, he's like, you sound too smart for your own good. I'm like, I don't understand what that means.
Wow.
Like, what is that? And he wanted something more grimy. And I don't know. I don't think I delivered that for him. You know what I mean? And in terms, he wanted some intense guy. And I think that I can be intense, but I need a reason to be intense. Like, it's easy for me to flip a switch, but if it doesn't make sense, it's hard for me to do that. So I can't be just, and I say can't, I tried. I don't think I'm very good at it. And I think that that's something that kind of facilitated that. But I'm just not a big, angry, grunty, yelly guy. And I'm not that until someone makes me that. And it's usually a match that causes that or a story that causes that. But when there's no competitive match that pushes me, or when there's no story that gives me reason for a character to be that, it's something, and maybe that's what he means when he says I'm too smart. To me, it's illogical. I'd like to do my best to make sense of what we're doing.
You know, it's interesting because he said the same thing to Brody Lee, Luke Harper, when he was playing the minion of Bray Wyatt, kind of a swampy, I don't know, kind of a rednecky type of guy, and he said the same. You're too smart you sound too smart for this character. We wanted him to have a southern accent. He's like, dude, I'm from Rochester, New York. And he's like, well, can you try? And it's like, I think the best characters are always our own personalities turned up to the 100th degree. So it is hard to kind of play something that you might not feel because it's not you, and it's kind of not going to come across as legit in that case.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And this is like, I've done weird characters like in my past times, you know, like I've been a pretty boy, and I've been like
a pretty boy.
Oh, dude. Oh man. So there's a guy named JD Griffey that wrestles on the Indies. He's been a friend of mine since 2007.
Right.
And he talked me into doing this because he was so good at promos and I sucked at them. And I tried this character. I come out with a mirror and a brush, and the whole gimmick, this is the only gimmick I've ever truly had. The whole gimmick was, if you messed up my waves, a switch flipped and I beat your ass. Like, I was pissed. Like, did you mess up my waves? Oh, yeah.
The soul glow.
It was so bad. So bad, but it was fun and it was good, and it kind of opened me up a little bit. He helped me out a lot. But yeah, I 100% agree, because the guy that gets over everywhere has never been a gimmick. Like, it's literally just me and an extension of me, as you say. And it's worked everywhere. And I have ideas for places I want to go, like years worth of material. I just haven't had a need to do it, and I feel like in this point in time, I need to rebrand myself, like reestablish who and what I am, as opposed to moving on to something else. So that was a difficult time, like truly. Like I did a lot to try. I talked to myself in the mirror. I made faces in the mirror, grunts, different yells and screams and whatever it took to try and deliver this character. And I don't know if I failed at it, but I think that there were certainly times where that spark was there, but it literally took me asking someone to beat me up backstage before a match.
Really?
In order for me to enter that mindset.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You needed to kind of feel this rage to envelop the character that Vince wanted you to portray.
Yeah.